Balkarti English Academy Shortbody. Today I am here for you and this topic for class 10 CBSE. Name of today's topic is trigonometric identity. Okay. So first we derivate these identities using the Pythagoras theorem. Okay. Dear student, you know that in right angle triangle ABC, right angle at B. If we apply Pythagoras theorem, so what we get? Right angle at B, so the opposite side of point B is hypotenuse. Statement of Pythagoras theorem is AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. This is the called Pythagoras theorem. Okay, means sum of the square of the sides remaining two sides of triangle, rectangle triangle equal to the square of hypotenuse is called Pythagoras theorem. Now, first we derivate trigonometric identities. So, in this equation, divide equation first by AC square. Okay. So, what we get? AC square upon AC square equal to AB square upon AC square plus BC square upon AC square. So after the solution, what we get? 1 equal to AB upon AC whole square plus BC upon AC whole square. Now check it. AB upon AC. AB upon AC. AB upon AC means if you take here angle, this angle C by C, yeah, if you choose angle A. So suppose that angle C is theta. So according to theta, AB is the altitude and AC is the hypotenuse. So AB upon AC represent AB upon AC represent this side, this trigonometry ratio. This is sin theta. Okay, sin theta means altitude upon hypotenuse. So we can write here 1 equal to sin square theta plus same as BC upon AC. BC upon AC means BC upon AC equal to cos theta. BC is here base. So base upon altitude is equal to base upon hypotenuse is equal to cos theta. So we can write here cos square theta. So the first identity arises sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. In this way you can arise all the remaining identities. Okay, one by one. Next identity. For next identity we have divided equation first by choose any one side. You can usually divide by AB square in both sides. Okay. So what we get? AC square upon AB square equal to AB square upon AB square plus BC square upon AB square. Okay. Now solve it. So we get AC upon AB whole square equal to AB square upon AB square equal to AB square upon AB square equal to 1, and next value is BC upon AB whole square. Now according to right angle triangle, what is the relation between AC, ratio of AC and AB? Ratio of AC and AB means AC is the hypotenuse and AB is the altitude. Okay, means hypotenuse upon altitude. Which form is here? Check it again. According to the rule, altitude, base, altitude. Okay? Hypotenuse and base. In this way you can use hypotenuse upon altitude. Hypotenuse upon altitude. Okay, reciprocal of sine means cosec. Cosec square theta is equal to 1 plus BC upon AB. BC upon AB means BC is represent the base and AB represent altitude. So base upon altitude. Base upon altitude represented by cot. Reciprocal of tan. So we can write here cot square. Okay. So this is our second trigonometric identity. And similarly, if we divide the equation first by BC square, so next identity also arises. Now you can write this, and let's form. I am telling you again. If we divide equation first by BC square, so what we get? AC square upon BC square equal to AB square upon BC square plus BC square upon BC square. Now simplify it. So we get AC upon BC whole square and AB upon BC whole square plus 1. Okay, student? Now, according to right angle triangle, what is the relation between AC and BC? AC upon BC. AC represent again hypotenuse and BC represent base. So, hypotenuse upon base. Hypotenuse upon base represents sec. Reciprocal of cos. Okay. So, easily we can write sec square theta is equal to, and AB upon BC. AB upon BC means AB means altitude and BC means base. So altitude upon base means tan theta. So we can write here tan theta whole square. Tan square theta. Okay, plus 1. This is your third identity. Okay. So in class 10 there are only three types of identities are given. First is sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Second is cosec square theta is equal to 1 plus cot square theta. And third is sec square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. Now, dear students, we have used these three identities and solved some different type of formulas. Yeah, we can express all the terms in different way because all the trigonometry ratios are given and we have expressed all the trigonometry ratios in different way. So how to express? But we have used these trigonometric identities. So be aware about trigonometric identities and memorize it. Okay. Now for next topic is for you how to express the other trigonometric ratios in the term of sin, cosec, tan, cot, sec, cosec. Okay. So one by one, I am telling you how to express the trigonometric ratios in the other trigonometric ratio. Okay. I am taking an example. Express all trigonometric ratio in term of sin theta. Means we have represented here other remaining trigonometric ratio in form of sin theta. Okay. So how to start and how to write? First, we will start our solution. This time, firstly, you know that we have right here all the terms in sine. So remaining trigonometric ratios are cos, tan, sec, cot and cosec. Okay. So first we write cos in sine. After that tan in sine, cot in sine, sec in sine and cosec in sine. So for sine and cos, dear student, this is a easy trick for you. If you want to express all the trigonometric ratio in sine and cos, so first you start this trigonometric identity. If you want to convert all the trigonometric ratio in tan and cot, so you can use sec this trigonometric identity, otherwise you can use this trigonometric identity. Okay. So now I am taking this trigonometric identity. Cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. So after the simplify, because we want to express all the trigonometric ratio in sine, so we remove the sine from here. What we get? Cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sine square theta. We have transferred sine square in our RHS part, so sine will be changed. Positive sign converted in minus sign. Okay. Now we have find out the value of only cos, so we have removed the square sign. So put the under root sign in RHS. Okay. 1 minus sine square theta and under root. Okay. It means we easily represent cos in sine. Means you can write on the replace of cos is equal to under root 1 minus sine square theta. Next one, suppose that next trigonometric ratio is 10. Okay. So how to write 10 in sine? How to write 10 in sine? So we know that in earlier classes I told you 10 is equal to the ratio of sine and cos. Sine and cos. Yeah, you can say 10 is equal to sine theta upon cos theta. So we want to represent 10 in sine. So we have put the value of cos here. Sin theta upon cos theta is equal to under root 1 minus sin square theta. So easily we can represent 10 is equal to sin theta upon under root 1 minus theta. Means this trigonometric ratio we can easily write in sin form. Okay. Next form is sin, then 10, and after that cot. Dear student, this is very important. You know that I told you in earlier classes. Cot is the reciprocal of 10. Otherwise, you can write, similarly you can write cos theta upon sin theta. I told you, cot can be written in form of cos theta upon sin theta. Yeah, you can write 1 upon tan theta. In both ways, you can get the solution easily. So, now I am taking from this cos, we have changed the cos, means we put the value of cos from this. So, what we get? Under root 1 minus sin square theta upon value of sin theta we have remained same. So cot 10 we represent in term of sin and root 1 minus sin square theta upon sin theta. Next, remaining two trigonometric ratios are also there. How to represent sec in 10? Sec theta. Okay. So you know that sec is the reciprocal of cos. Sec is the reciprocal of cos theta. Means we have put the value of cos here. So value of cos is this. So easily you can write 1 upon under root 1 minus sin square theta. Okay, students. And last and final trigonometric ratio is cosec theta. Cosec theta easily we can represent in sin because cosec is the reciprocal of sin. Understand? So in this way you can express all the trigonometric ratio in sine form. In this way, and if you want to convert all the trigonometric ratio in cos, so you can use this. If you want to convert all the trigonometric ratio to tan, so easily you can use these trigonometric identities, and easily you can write all the terms, all the trigonometric ratio in the different way of value. Okay. I hope you are getting my points. Okay. And in next video I will tell you how to use the trigonometric identities and other trigonometric formulas and how to solve exercise H1 4. Okay, students? Dear, thank you.